Alrighty, welcome back everyone. This is going to be episode 2 of Road to 500 Trades Backtested. So let's just get into that. Just get this starting up. Sweet, ready to go. So pretty much same rules as last backtest video. It's just gonna be avoiding Mondays and not be cautious on the red folder days. So coming in at market open, there is currently no news on that Tuesday. And if you look at the high time frame, we did fill in this 4-hour fair value gap, and there is liquidity up here, along actually with this 4-hour fair value gap over here. And then on the 1 hour, there is a fair value gap over here, and yeah, let's just drop down to the 30-minute. We can see we did fill in a 30-minute fair value gap during pre-market, so we could be seeing just a run up to this hourly gap. Or if we do see a pullback, yeah. So we actually do end up hitting. Yeah, we do end up hitting that 1 hour gap. See on the lower, we also get a first inverse over here. Okay, inverse this one as well. 2 minutes, yeah, we go. So we inverse pretty much all these fair value gaps. We get a 2-minute pullback on here, so we could be looking to short off of that. Yeah, and then we get another inverse over here, so pretty much you can just get rid of this and this as well. So pretty much it's gonna be that sweep, the 1 hour gap tap, the fact that we inversed both of these 2-minute fair value gaps, creating pretty much a BPR, and then pull back into there, and then rejection with another inverse. So we can look for shorts. And pretty much I'm going to be looking to take some off there. Yeah, so pretty much we hit that, so we can take off 50% and then move stops to break even, and then see on the higher time frame if there is. We could also go this one, that low, along with this rest of that 15-minute fair value gap to get filled. See if that plays through. Yep, so that plays through as well, so we can just get rid of the rest of that trade. So pretty much not textbook perfect model, but it's a good entry. 1.92R, 1 hour fair value gap, buy side liquidity sweep, drop down lower time frame. See, we inverse these 2 minutes, pull back in that BPR, and then just a clean follow through to sell side liquidity, along with filling a fair value gap. We can move on to the next to the next day. So Wednesday, 9:30. So there is red folder news, but that is in PM session, I believe. So it is before 12. I mean after 12. So we could still be looking for a entry on Wednesday. Just that's if price aligns with the economic calendar. So these red folders, it is a no-go, but if it doesn't align, it's all good to go. So actually coming in on market open. Actually, I didn't even look at the weekly. So pretty much weekly is fairly bullish. The daily is yeah, that's clear bullish. We did just take out this high though. The 4 hour. So we did inverse this 4 hour for rally gap, but doesn't seem to care. Probably a 1 hour for rally gap somewhere here. Yep. Yeah. Pretty much inverse that as well, but we can see a respect. And then we maybe if we inverse that, okay. So we ended up inversing this 1 hour for rally gap. So we look off a pullback on there. We didn't take out this prominent high. Could be looking for that as well. We are fairly bullish on the 1 hour as well. So pretty much everything's bullish. We didn't make a 30-minute gap, unfortunately. We made a 15-minute, but it already got filled. So we did just get a sweep. Okay. So we did just get a sweep. Could honestly be looking to go higher to one of these. So we did just make a 1 hour for rally gap down here. And then on the 30-minute, we did also just make a fair rally gap over here. So if we get a pullback down and then a rejection, we could be looking to enter off of that. Yeah. So pretty much pullback. See on the 1 minute if we inverses, all goods for longs. Buy. Stop loss is going to be below or on the body of that up candle that almost inversed that fair value gap. And then first take profit is just honestly just 1 hour. We'll just take some off there and then so we did hit that, so we can take off 50%, move stops to break even. And yeah, rest gets hit, so we can just close the rest out. So going 2 for 2 so far. And I'm not gonna really bother aiming for that, but we can see if it did hit that. Nah, yeah, didn't think it will, but we can move on to the next. So Wednesday, Thursday. So there is a fair bit amount of news on Thursday. but it is yellow folders, so could be looking okay. Pretty much just missed that. So you see on open, we do get a big push up on the 4 hour. We could be looking to take out that high. We did inverse that 4 hour for rally gap. On the 1 hour, it is really bullish. And then on the 30-minute, okay, yeah, so this is just after 12, so not even gonna bother looking anymore. Moving on. So Friday, 9:30, yeah, it is before news is during pre-market and on market open. So not too, okay, accidentally just played that. So no go, moving on. Monday, skipping that. Tuesday, news is at 10. And it is only 2 yellow folders, so we could still be looking for entries. Okay, so that was pretty, let's go to double check. Yeah, so 10 a.m. is the other news. So the 4 hour is pretty much downtrend. We didn't able to take out this, but we took out these equal lows on the 1 hour. So yeah, we could be actually looking to take out this low. And then on the 30-minute, we didn't make a fair rally gap, but we did on the 15-minute. So we could just be looking to short off that gap open. Yeah, so pretty much that is the reaction. I mean, inverse. And then she didn't add that. We're just gonna be putting stops at that middle line of the fair rally gap. And then gonna be taking it off at some of the off of that. Oh my days, my bad. Should just bring us back to yeah. Okay, so stops there. Gonna be taking some off at 1R again. And then some off pretty much just a, what is that? Pretty sure it's that like really prominent low. Yeah, this one over here. Sweet. See how that plays out. Okay, we'll take 50% off. Move stops to break even, and then yeah, full TP pretty much just gets hit. So we'll take the rest off there. So 2.12 R. So that's good. Going 3 for 3 so far, and we can move on. So we are going to be coming up on Wednesday. News is at 10 a.m. So half an hour into market open. No biggie, just one folder. Okay. Sweet. So only 4 hour. We can see we inversed that. Not pretty much, we did. On the 1 hour, we could be looking to take out these highs. Maybe even that one, but I'll be pushing it a little bit. We are really bullish, so I could see a continuation on that. We did make this 30-minute fair value gap, so pretty much just a fair value gap entry and then rejection off of that. And then see if we do get a pullback. Oh, that was close. Okay, so we did get a pullback, drop down to the 5 minutes. We do see there is this one little fair value gap, no big deal, not a big deal. If we do inverse, actually let's go to the 2 minutes. If we inverse these fair value gaps, gonna be looking for longs. Or is it on the 3 minute? Yeah, if we inverse both those 2 3-minute fair value gaps, could be looking for longs. Okay. So we did inverse them. Still seeing barely a push through. We could lose this one actually, but I don't know. It looks fairly good to me. And then stops is going to be over here, below the fair value gap. And then we are going to be moving stops to break even around about there, but I'm not going to take any off. I'm going to be looking to take some off over here, and then maybe probably this high. So let's just see how that plays out. Yeah, any minute. Okay, we're gonna be closing the full trade there. Sweet, going 4 for 4. I'm pretty sure. So it was just a 2R. Not bad. And we can move on to the next day. So pretty much we are quite packed on Thursday. So I'm just gonna be, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna be avoiding that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna be avoiding Friday as well. And then Monday, just avoid that. And then Tuesday, what's that? Okay, so that is after 12. And then this is on 10 a.m. Tuesday. Okay, so just double check. But yeah, so news is at 10 a.m. So that is decent impact, but not too much. You can see we did take out this high right here. Did sweep this. Looks like a fair value gap around about there. And then, but we are overall bullish. So, and we got to pull back into this nice 1 hour fair value gap. Even actually fully to the to these 30 minutes ones as well. We'll just mark them out as well. So that's nice to have. But there is this 1 hour fair value gap right around here as well. So I might just wait till either this gets inversed, but it looks like it's respecting it. So if we do inverse this fair value gap, was that a 30-minute gap? No, I'm pretty sure it wasn't 1 hour. Yeah, it's a 1 hour. So we could be looking to short back down to this low if we continue respecting this bearish 1 hour fair value gap. So if we do inverse that, could be looking to short. Okay, so we dipped down quite a bit lower than I expected. Might just see how we react on this. If we get a pullback, yeah, so we inverse this 5-minute as well, and then we pull back to this 5-minute. So I'm quite confident that we will be wanting to go lower. So we do see rejection on the 1-minute. So if we inverse at least one of these. Okay. Jeez. Yeah, we'll just enter on this pretty stupid entry, but we'll just put stops above that gap, and then it's probably going to be the worst one of tonight. Shouldn't have really entered on this one, but it'll be just above these 2 1-minutes. And then I'm going to be moving to break even and taking some off at that low. Sweet. So we're going to just take 50% off there, move to break even, and see if we can follow through with that one. And we do. So just closing rest of that trade, heading for another decent R. 1.84, not bad, but we could have been better and could have gone a way better RR if we simply just waited for it to fill this fair value gap instead of taking it on this one, but beggars can't be choosers. And we can move on to the next day. Probably do one more. Don't want to make these videos too long because not many people, or me at least, I don't really like watching videos that are like hours long. Pretty much just watch a movie at that point. But for anyone watching this, you can let me know if you want me to make these videos a lot longer. Because then I can just fit in way more trades. But we are going to be avoiding Wednesday just because too red, too yellow. It's just, yeah, usually it's bad. Thursday, there is news at 10 a.m. So this might be the last one if we get a trade. Okay, coming into impact, not bad at all. Mark out 12 o'clock. Coming in on the 4 hour, we can see we did tap a 4 hour fair value gap right here. On the 1 hour, we could actually see a dip lower just because, I mean, pull back, fill this, and then we pretty much just accumulate and then finally break out of that. We have a change in state already that happened, not a break of structure, but we have a change in state of delivery over here, and then 1 hour fair value gap. So if we see a pullback into that, and then a rejection. Could be looking too short. So if we inverse this 2 minute, it's just okay. Go to the 1 hour, still showing rejection. 1 hour candle closes in 40 minutes. That's good to know. Pullback, rejection, sweet. That seems like a good entry. So coming to the 1 hour, we do respect this one, but we inverse this. So that's good. We get a sweep in the lower time frames. We inverse this. We do end up respecting this. I'm not too worried because that could just be a fake respection to, is that a word, respection? I'm pretty sure it is. To pull back into this fair value gap. And then you can see we do get a reaction off of this gap. Pretty sure that's like a really little 2 minute fair value gap yet. Not inversing that, actually. Yeah, okay. So we can get rid of this because we inversed it now. So just wait. Okay. So we do get a market structure shift over here. We end up inversing this fair value gap as well. 1 hour is still getting respected. 30-minute fair value gap as well, change in state. Only thing that could go against us is this 4 hour. But if we look, oh, okay, on the 15-minute switch in bias. Yeah, so screw this 1 hour. We get this inverse on the 15-minute. We get a pullback. If we look on the 3 minute, we inverse in 1 minute, so let's drop lower time frame. We do get a reaction. That's good. We see on 1 minute for more confluence. Okay, we do inverse. That is longs. Stop loss is going to be this low, and then gonna be taking some off at that high, and then seeing a follow-up to this high. Yep, so we hit that, take 50% off, and then I'm gonna move stops to break even and see if we can get a follow through up until this high. Okay, so we do. So we can just close out full positions. But yeah, so fairly good backtest session. I'm gonna be wrapping it at this trade, but we'll go over the data of tonight. About 1.88 no losses, so really good backtest session. Hit fairly good R's as well on all of them. But yeah, so this is lesson learned. Would have shorted if I didn't have a double check at everything. So when trading, always double check at everything. So at 31 trades currently, heaps more to go to hit 500. Win rate, pretty good. And then if we can look at the analytics, so we did start with, where does that show again? I actually forgot where that shows, but we did start this account with 10K. You can see total P&L so far is $4,786. And 31 trades, 77.42% win rate, 24 are winners, and 7 are losers. 10 max consecutive wins and 2 max consecutive losses. We can see so far Jan has been a good month. February, I'm pretty sure it has to do something with some sort of tax that usually mucks up February, but February don't expect much. March was a really good month, and then I'm pretty sure we just got into April. So if you look at, just got into April. So if you look on the year, you can see 3 red days and the rest, 1, 2, 3, just the rest are green days. But you can go back to March. You can see just consistency really does beat over trading. So yeah, good session, but really not much more to say than that actually. So we're just gonna wrap it up here, and then make another video couple days, because we do have a very long way up until 500 trades back tested, but can't complain with this, with the performance on this this replay so far. It is really good, but that's just like to show you that, no matter how much capital we have, if you stay consistent and you just, stick to your rules, you can even grow a 10K account to like for better P&L in just a couple months. But yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up here. So laters.